Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Shazana Atika binti Syahri.
My name is Mona Dena. My name is Nur Anis Batusha binti Malayas.
My name is Nasni Nur Ain binti Muhammad Azmi.
My name is Ni Asmi.
Okay, a transmission media enables a connection to be established between communication device. Once communication device establish the connection, a network is created. There are two categories of transmission media, namely wired and wireless. Okay, wired transmission media is a form of physical media that uses wires or cables. At the center of the cable is a conductor, usually a copper line covered with PVC for protection. The PVC insulation is used to protect signals from network noises or interference. Okay, there are several design and technologies based on environment needs and requirements for reducing attenuation. There are three types of wired transmission media: twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, and fiber optic cables. For twisted pair cables are made up of copper wires twisted together and enclosed in PVC for protection. I will show you example of twisted pair cables. Okay, this cable is commonly used as telephone lines and for setting up computer networks. It is one of the cheapest and easiest to install and comes in different categories for different applications with different data exchange rates. Okay, for coaxial cables contain an inner copper coil with a protective plastic layer that is enclosed in a foil sheet that embrace copper sheet, which is then cased in a PVC jacket. Is commonly used for television and is less susceptible to interference because it has higher bandwidth than twisted pair cables. However, it is much more difficult to install and relatively more expensive than twisted pair cables. Okay, I will show you example of coaxial cables. Okay, for fiber optic cables are made up of bundled glass, thread or plastic fiber that are capable of transmitting data modulate onto light wave. Okay, I will show you the example of the fiber optic cables. Okay, wireless transmission media. Wireless transmission media is a type of unguided media that transmit data using electromagnetic wave or electrical signals. Wireless transmission media do not require physical links between computing devices. This approach is used when installing cables or when wired transmission is not possible and is impractical or inconvenient. There are several options for wireless media available today, each with its own pros and cons. Among the options are infrared radio, microwave, Bluetooth, and satellite. Okay, infrared is an invisible wireless transmission approach that uses a low frequency light spectrum. Infrared is commonly used in remote controls, wireless controllers, recorders, notebooks, and some smartphones. Next is radio. Radio functions using radio wave to send and receive data via its antenna. Data using radios wave travel at a high speed. This method was first used in the early days by telegraphy system to send telegram as a means to communicate. Okay, next is Bluetooth. Bluetooth has telephone wireless connectivity. Bluetooth is a wireless technology used to exchange data over short. Next is microwave. Microwave is another connection method that use short or high frequency radio wave. It is able to carry high volume data over a long distance. Microwave is capable of supporting wave lengths from 1 mm to 1 meter distance. Okay, next is satellite. Satellite communicates through signal it receives from an earthbound microwave station, and it will retransmit the signal to another microwave which is a distance away. Okay, next is challenge of the last mile, which is a term used in telecommunication to describe hindrance to connecting end users to the network. Huge investment has gone into establishing high-speed fiber optic networks. However, service providers are unable to deliver greater broadband speed due to slow connectivity at the user's end. This is caused by the use of twisted pair cables. The speed of the existing cables cannot support the actual bandwidth received.
Next, telecommunication processor. What is the telecommunication processors? Okay. A telecommunication processor is a device that supports the sending and receiving of data between terminals and computer. The model has been a star telecommunication processor since its inception, as it is able to convert digital signal into analog signal to allow transmission through public switched telephone network (PSTNS) or telephone lines and vice versa. There are many options such as hub, routers, switches, and bridges. Okay, first, hub. A hub is used to connect two or more computers or network devices. Second, routers. Routers are used to design, analyze, and route network. 3. Switches. A switch is used to receive and transmit message back and forth to the targeted computer only. 4. For the last, bridges. A bridge, on the other hand, is used to connect different networks. Next, terminal. Another important component of telecommunication is the terminals. Terminal used in existing communication include personal computer, a network computer, or any other device built for the purpose of transmitting data and information. In fact, any device that transmits input or output data, telecommunication, and network is called a terminal.
Okay, so today I will presenting about network software. Okay, the first point that I made is foundation for any network. Okay, which mean here it will help the administrator to manage and motion the network, and it include the support environment and tools and protocols. And okay, for the second one is network operating system. Okay, for the network operating system, it support the workstation, file sharing, application sharing, and printer to access transmit computer in the network. And for the last one is operating system has common features. Okay, the features on operating system is like security features, file features, basic operating features, and protocol features. For the next one is network protocol. Okay, I made 2 points of it, which is the number one is rule and conversion for network device to communicate and coordinate activities, and the second one 3 common protocols, which is the first one Ethernet protocol, second one is ISO protocol, and the last one is IP protocols. Okay, for the next one, I will explaining about Open System Interconnection, which is OSI, developed by International Organization of Standardization, which is ISO. So they have 7 types of it. I will explaining one by one. Okay, the first one that I will explaining today is about application layer. Okay, for the application layer is like when we send a FB message. So from that, application layer will provide to the interface to the FB application to make it interact with the network. Okay, the next one is for the presentation layer. Okay, for the presentation layer is like the FB message is decrypt or encrypt. Okay, next is for the season layer. Okay, the season layer is to establishing and monitor between computer and window with unique. Okay, so it will restart or off the network. Okay, next is the transmission performance. Okay, for the transmission performance, they have 4 type of it. Transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So I will explaining about transport layer first. Okay, for the transport layer is to ensure the connection is reliable. For the network layer is to determine logical layer and pathway for the data signal. Okay, next is for the data link layer. Okay, for the data link layer is to convert the logical address to the physical address. Okay, the last one for the physical layer. Okay, the physical layer is to convert data and network data into the binary signal to make it can be transmit via suitable medium. Okay, for the last one, after the end of it, it will go to OSI layer in reverse. The last part that I will presenting today is about Ethernet protocol and TCP protocol. Okay, for the first one, I will explaining about Ethernet first. Okay, this is the Ethernet. Okay, the Ethernet is to dedicate to local network computer. Okay, which mean here, by using this method, it can help each computer to listen of the cable, and we can know is that can be listened or not. And for the last one is TCP or IP. Okay, for the TCP is basic communication protocol internet. Okay, for this part is it help communication between sub-network.
And the first one is network services. It plays a big role in successful business. It cost-effective communication and resource sharing, which provides a benefits to the business. The first benefits is driving strategic marketing efforts and reach potential by remote markets. Network services also a communication which become more efficient with the networking, document, file sharing, and also a database access across employee and business partner. Network services also provide facilities to improve the productivity and performance of employees. The first facility is email service. It offers a message delivery, storage, and also accessibility across the network. A file attachment like a video, image, or audio easily to send through the email service. Email service also a convenient means which to communicate with the employee and also a client. Its important email can be achieved, and this can be synced to the calendar, which provide a better planning and organizing of business. The second facility is printing service. It centralizes as computers to connected to the network. It can access a printers and fax machines remotely, which sharing a printer within a network more better, as hardware and maintenance costs are reduced. And the third is application service. It's the ability of the network to share a software with the workstation connected to the network. A new operating system can be updated and a new version can be implemented automatically. It's very convenient for the business and employee on the move. And the last facility is file services. It enables easy retrieval anytime and anywhere. It has a place to store data files on the network that provides a mobility and accessibility for the users to edit, move, or share the file. The other service that file services it provides, which file backup, recovery, speed shares, and also file accessibility. File survey also for the computer of other operating system and management of shareholder.
And I'm going to present about intranet and extranet. Okay, now, what is intranet? Intranet is a private computer network that uses Internet Protocol technologies to securely share any part of an organization information or operational system within that organization. Okay, now, what is the example of intranet? Okay, for the example is public sector intranet. Okay, next we are going to talk about what is extranet. Okay, it is a private network that uses Internet Protocol network connectivity, and extranet can be viewed as a part of a company's intranet that is extended to users outside the company. Okay, usually via the internet. Okay, for example, fashion companies like Zalora and also universities. Okay, what is the differences between intranet and extranet? Okay, for intranet, it is a private network specific to an organization, but for extranet, it is a private network that uses public network to share information with supplier and vendor. Okay, for intranet, it is regulated by an organization, but for extranet, it is regulated by multiple organizations. Okay, for intranet, it is a small network with minimal number of connected devices, and for extranet, it is a number of devices connected is comparable with intranet. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Next is Internet 2. It is a US community of networks made up of 370 US universities, 81 leading corporations, 64 affiliate and federal affiliate members, 43 regional and state education networks, and also 65 national research and education partners. It was established to form a collaboration in advanced applied research. A major aspect of Internet 2 is adding adequate network infrastructure to support such application. Internet 2 intends to investigate and develop new ways to use the Internet and Internet 2 for the education. Internet 2 was not created to take over the Internet, but it to share their development with other networks. So that's all from us. Thank you.